everybody. I have been painting with an airbrush lately, and I've got paint all over my fingernails that I can't really get off right now. So just gonna do this so I can have pretty fingers, and also just because I got these today. Yeah, my name is Colleen Moon Pumpkin, and I'm going to do a little fun, quick reading for you today. And I also sell divination tools that I make. So if you want to go to the link in the description below to my Etsy, and you can see my oracle pogs, which are right here. And I've just published a journal that looks like a trapper keeper. So anybody out there who's a witch that likes 90s nostalgia, I have some stuff for you. And I put things like this, like witch fingers, in my packages. I didn't think about the challenge of trying to have normal, what's normal? Dexterity with these fingers. Okay, so today what we're doing for our reading is we're going to use the Choose Your Own Adventure, The Magic of the Unicorn book. And I'm going to read a page, and you get to choose your own adventure. You get to choose where you go next. And from that, we will read a flashcard that used to belong to our Connor back in, you know, the 80s or something. And we'll do an oracle pog for clarification. So let's get started. Page 43. We're skipping ahead in the book, but basically you bump into this guy named Emil and you have a conversation with him, okay? I want to find a unicorn, you explain. The water in my village's well is tainted, and we might not last the summer, unless it is purified. I am told the touch of a unicorn's horn will clean it. You've come to the right man, says Emil. I know 2 solutions to your problem, but neither is easy, Emil tells you. I've heard one may obtain a unicorn by performing a ritual called the Circle of Wishes. However, it is very difficult and may cause you great anguish. The other way to clean your well is to weave a magic tapestry, and I can show you how to do that. It will take a full month to make. Once you complete it, you simply float the tapestry in the well and the water will become pure. The Circle of Wishes sounds frightening to you, but time is short. Can your village survive during the month required to weave the magic tapestry? Okay, so this is where you come in and you make a decision. So the timestamps below, there's going to be 2 different timestamps below. So if you decide to weave the magic tapestry, turn to page 40. So click on the timestamp below that says page 40. Or if you say, please tell me how to perform the Circle of Wishes, turn to page 48. So click the timestamp that says page 48. Again, if you decide to weave the magic tapestry, click on page 40. If you say, please tell me how to perform the Circle of Wishes, turn to page 48. Okay, so for those of you that chose to weave the magic tapestry, to put in the time to try to clean the water yourself, however, you don't really know how much time you've got, but it will take a month. Emil gives you a small loom and a basket of white yarn. Much of the magic of the tapestry comes from the dyes you will use to color the yarn before you begin to weave. I will give you instructions, but you must gather the special plants for the dyes yourself. You probably know most of the plants, but moonroot is quite extraordinary. He hands you a drawing of the strange herb. Moonroot kind of looks like a mandrake. Okay, so let's draw a flashcard. So what I'm getting to start out your reading is you are willing to put in the work, but maybe you're not fully aware of how much work there is to put in. However, there is someone guiding you. There is somebody that is telling you, this is step 1. This is step 2. Now, it's daunting. You have to dye the yarn first. You have to go find moonroot first before you can even start weaving. You decided you wanted to weave a tapestry, but you got to make the yarn first or dye it. So you might be feeling a little in over your head. You might be feeling like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. But you do have guidance. So let's get some clarity with a flashcard. This is really fun with these fingers, by the way, I must say. Okay, 7 of carrots. Great, great, great. Okay, so this is making me think of like 7 of Pentacles, where you take the time to grow your garden, you take the time to plant the seeds, you take the time to water, to give it sunlight. Sometimes you got to plant seeds months in advance if you want to see any carrots. But soon there will be carrots. These carrots are out of the ground. There's 7 of them too. You have an abundance. They are plentiful if you take the time to do things step by step. You will receive a reward. Let's get some more clarification with an oracle pog. Oh, did I get one? Yes. Ooh, reciprocity. Okay, great, great. So, reciprocity. Make sure, first of all, there is somebody that is giving you guidance. There is somebody who is helping you out right now, and make sure that it's a reciprocal relationship. Make sure that you are returning energy, that it is an energy exchange, that it's not one-sided. Also, you know, if somebody is giving you guidance, instructing you on how to do something, but it doesn't really feel right, or it's kind of contradictory to your nature or what you want to do, that's also a time to think about reciprocity in a relationship. Is this person telling you what to do all the time and you don't really get a say? So, but what I'm seeing here, you know, from what we've read and what we're seeing is you are working on something that is going to take a while. And there are different steps to take. And as long as you are doing it step by step, one foot in front of the other, and not trying to jump to the end too quickly, you will get there in time and you will enjoy the journey, probably. Try not to get too far ahead of yourself. Reciprocity is also the ebb and flow. It's the nature of give and take. So as you are working toward this goal, as you are planting your seeds and creating this life that you want, remember that there's going to be high points and there's going to be low points. There's going to be death and there's going to be rebirth. You're going to breathe in, you're going to breathe out. Take it slowly. Keep your goal in mind. Breathe through it. Good luck to you. I know this is a really quick reading, but I feel like that's a pretty good message, you know? And you can always rewind and rewatch this. But I feel like for now, you just need to know what the next step is and take that step and do things in time and do things in the order that you were guided to do them. Okay, thank you. I hope you have a really great day. Okay, so if you chose to perform the Circle of Wishes ritual and you turn to page 48, this reading is for you. Oh, this is so much fun, y'all. Like, there we go. Okay. The Circle of Wishes must take place at night, says Emil. Since you'll need all the strength you possess, you should rest until sun sets. That evening, Emil leads you away from the city through the forest to a moonlit clearing. Countless small stones mark a wide circle. Step inside, he says. A shiver runs up your spine as you stand in the center. Think of every wish in your heart and cast it out. Cast it out? Yes. Speak it aloud and convince yourself you no longer desire that wish. You must continue until the last wish is gone from your heart. Ooh. Okay, so let's draw a flashcard for clarity. But from that reading, what I am getting is you need to take a rest before you jump into your next adventure. And you also are in a space right now of clearing, of releasing, and maybe even sacrificing some things. But sacrifice is not, you know, as bad as it's made out to be. Sometimes it's like you don't even really want that thing, you know? And this is saying, you know, cast the wish out, act like you don't want the things that you want, and then see what sticks. See how that feels. What if you start every morning the same way? You get up and you make yourself a cup of coffee and blah, 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 blah. And you find yourself always wanting coffee. But you decide to say, I don't want coffee today, and see how that changes your life. That's just an example. You know, it might not be something like coffee, but there might be something that you think that you need every day, or you think that you need in your life, but are you willing to sacrifice it in order to get some rest? Are you willing to sacrifice it in order to move to the next step? And the card that we got is the 10 of Pairs from the flashcards. This is making me think of abundance. The last card was also kind of abundant. Or it was kind of a pentacle card, and this is kind of making me think of 10 of Pentacles. But also 10, what's important about 10? First of all, we got the number 1 there. So that's a new beginning. But then we also have a 10, which is associated with the completion of a cycle. So really, like I said before, it's time for a rest. It's time for a clearing. I think that you have reached the end of an energetic cycle and a new one is already getting started, and you are very abundant right now in certain things. And, you know, like, it's great to be abundant, but 10 pears, I mean, I probably could eat 10 pears in one sitting, but that seems a little excessive. What can I sacrifice? What can I share with other people? What can I give away? What can I chop up and freeze, or, you know, make into some sort of delicious pear jelly and store it in a jar in the pantry to preserve it for later? What can I sacrifice right now so I can rest, so I don't have to worry about eating 10 pears before they all start to turn brown? So yeah, that's actually that's a really interesting situation. Yeah, you're coming to the end of something, but you still have some residual. You've got something left over and you feel like you have to finish it. You feel like it's unfinished unless you do something about it. But what if you just rested? What if you just sacrificed that thing? You know, obviously use your judgment and be smart. Don't like sacrifice something that's going to hurt you or other people. But there are certain things that aren't as important as we think they are. Things that can wait till later, or things that can be given away, tasks that can be given to other people. You don't have to take it all on yourself. And that's the other thing too, is you chose the circle of wishes. So this is like you saying, I want to, like, I know that it could be painful, the circle of wishes, but I'm running out of time and my village needs clean water. So I'm willing to sacrifice that part of myself or whatever I need to do in order to speed this process up. And your response is, okay, you're willing to sacrifice? Give up something that you think you need. And also rest. You're trying to rush into this. You're trying to get it done now. You're trying to get it done fast. You're trying to get it done the easy way, which maybe is not the easy way. And you're being told to rest. Also, you know, Mercury just went into retrograde at the time that I'm shooting this. So like definitely this message applies to a lot of people. Like anything that you're trying to like rush through, anything that you're trying to make happen, it might not happen as quickly as you want it to. So just be willing to rest. Be prepared to rest. Let's draw an oracle pog for clarification. Oh, what we got? Did we got something? Oh, yes. Okay. We got Alanis Morissette, You Learn. So I am going to post in the description below a link to the lyrics and the music video for this song by Alanis Morissette. But the chorus is you live, you learn. I think it's you love, you learn. You try, you learn. You lose, you learn. And the first lyric, I think, is, I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone. So this is really like, oh, I just saw like a meme today that made me think about it, where it's like, you know what you're getting into. You know that the circle of wishes is a dangerous spell. You know that what you're jumping into means that you're probably going to have too many pairs to handle. You're going to be learning some lessons, but I don't know about you, but I like to learn. Not that I'm going to purposefully do something that I know I shouldn't do just so I learn a lesson, but if I'm not learning, then how am I growing? If I'm not taking risks, then how will I learn? If I'm not putting myself in a space where I might fail, then how am I ever going to get to the next step? So this is like you knowingly going into it. And, but just know that like there are some things you got to leave behind in order. This is also, even though it's the 10 of pairs, I'm getting 8 of cups vibes. Like you got to leave 8 of these pairs behind. You can take 2, but 8 of them you got to leave behind in order to move forward, because that's just way too many pairs for one person. I'm sorry, you know? Cool. So that's your reading. I hope you like this. Please tell me what you think. Again, go watch the music video and read the lyrics to this, because there's going to be some more messages for you in the You Learn by Alanis Morissette. And thank you so much for checking out my channel and my reading. I hope you have a wonderful day. cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you choose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you choke, you learn, you ask, you learn.